Hi, good afternoon. My name is Anna Padron Socorra, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker at Pillars Community Health. Today, we want to talk about how Pillars Community Health can support you if you are a person or you know a loved one that is experiencing recovery from substance use. We know that as the order continues to be shelter in place, that this is creating a lot of isolation and increasing anxiety and depression in our community. And for folks who are in recovery, this becomes an even greater challenge. We know that one of the most helpful tools that people in recovery utilize every week is attending support groups such as AA and being able to socially connect with other people that have lived experience. In this time, all of those meetings have gone from in-person to virtual. So this creates a different kind of dynamic for folks that are needing that extra support to stay in recovery. So we want to talk about how to really stay connected in this pandemic and how to think about who are the most important people in your life that are here to support you in your journey to recovery. We know that reaching out to a counselor or to a sponsor or a family member, that you're really looking at what are the supports that you need day to day to stay on the path of recovery. We also know that at this time, it's been very normal that everybody's been asking for additional support, additional help, and so not to be afraid to reach out if you need more frequent contacts or for more frequent conversations to stay on your recovery. Addressing things such as anxiety and worry is really looking at coping skills. What are your intentional coping skills? What are the things that you do that you know that help you to get by day to day, hour by hour, as you think about relapse and what that would mean for you and in your life? Taking deep breaths and listening to music, exercising, again, figuring out what are those things that are your in your toolbox that make the difference for you. Recognizing warning signs. So we know that anxiety can lead to relapse. So we want to be paying attention to those warning signs. So understanding what's happening with us, what's going on, what are our coping skills to reduce the impact, but then also looking at what are those warning signs. So while substance use is the final step in relapse, it is not the only thing to look for. In addition to substance use, signs of an active relapse from drugs and alcohol can involve many other things, such as compulsive or risky behavior, destructive thoughts, neglecting coping skills, refusing to engage or withdraw from healthy habits. So thinking about withdrawing and isolating yourself from your social group that has been such a support, we need to pay attention to those changes. Looking at things like mood swings and depression and anxiety, but also romanticizing the alcohol and drug use. So recognizing and addressing the warning signs before relapse happens is the most effective way to prevent one from occurring. So one warning sign of relapse is when individuals in recovery begin to romanticize a drug or relive their days of drinking and using. So we have to pay attention to these signs, right? A person in recovery may begin to think that they can successfully drink without falling back into addictions. If an individual begins to talk about his or her abilities to successfully, again, use, that may be signs that relapse is looming. So how do we support each other? How do we support ourselves? as we're home and we're in shelter in place, we may be identifying new patterns in ourselves or our loved ones. So we at Pillars Community Health are really here as a partner to consult with. And so if you have questions about your use or some concerns about what are some of the treatment options out there, we're here to answer those questions. We offer treatment for both adolescents and adults, and in Spanish and in English. And so please reach out to us and feel free to ask us any questions that we can help guide you and keep supporting your recovery, especially during these complex times. Thank you and good luck.